Hi everyone, Josie from the Little Birdie again. We're doing our whirlwind tour of Maggie Island. We're now at the Granite Bar and Pizza Place. I'm here with Richard and Molly, so Molly's decided to join us as well. So Richard, welcome to the Little Birdie magazine. Thank you for inviting us into Granite for a taste of what you guys offer. Tell me a little bit about yourselves. So who are the owners of this business? Because you've recently taken over, haven't you?
Yeah, thanks Josie. So the partnership is myself and my wife and Mandy, who's a long-time local on the island. Yeah. And so we started this business, I guess with an idea that we knew that the island had really had some challenges throughout COVID, and that there was probably a lack of venues to go to dine in and to have friends meet and enjoy an evening together. And so we had this vision which we've put together here at Granite, and we're really proud to be able to offer what we've got to the island. Yeah,
look, it's fantastic. And when I spoke to Mandy, I love the idea that you guys, a lot of what you're about is sharing. So the idea that the food's shared, you do antipasto plates and shared pizzas. You've got long tables, so I guess that means if you're sitting alone, anyone can come and join you if there's space. So
absolutely, and that is a big part of what the concept was as well. It's been really challenging through COVID, having not being able to come together with people, but tapas for us and pizza, it is really ideal to be able to get people together and share stories and communicate and have a drink together,
have
family, and the long tables are a big part of that as well. So we get a lot of people that come and join other people on the table, and then they get to know each other as well, and it's just a really lovely atmosphere in here.
And so what do you offer? So I mean, I'm enjoying a lovely mimosa at the moment.
Yeah.
I hear you've got a great wine list. What's your, so the share plates have to go with something. What else are you doing?
We've had the thought that a good wine list doesn't necessarily have to match the menu. The menu can almost match the wine list. So you want, for us, we wanted to have a wine list that can be enjoyed without necessarily having to have it with food, but also pairs really well with a lot of our dishes. And so the food that we've got, and we'll continue to evolve the menu as the seasons change and that sort of thing as well. But pizza being one of the most versatile foods that you can really have. Tapas is great for sharing with everyone. We've got a lovely cocktail menu with a selection of, quite a broad selection of cocktails, cold tap beers.
And are you doing local things, or is it a mixture of?
Yeah, we've got, look, for us it's really important to support the community, and Maggie Island is really a seasonal tourist destination. For us it is about having something that we can offer to the locals and give them a place to come and enjoy throughout the year. For us that's really important because everyone needs that. Everyone needs to be able to come and have somewhere to unwind.
Yeah, and I guess, you just hit the nail on the head. Maggie Island is pretty seasonal. I think it's probably evolving a little bit from there, but it's not a traditional developed island resort as such. It is about the locals, and it is about the natural beauty here, and it's about being really chilled, isn't it?
Oh, 100%.
You guys are actually helping to foster that for the locals, because you don't open on Sundays generally, do you?
No, that's our one day which we've got as our family day still, but not to say that we may not open on a Sunday in the future, but for us at the moment that's our one family day that we keep to ourselves, and gives us a chance to look at what we're doing and then be prepared to go again for the following week.
Yeah. Now tell me, where did you come from? So you're not locals?
No, I'm actually originally a New South Welshman, but so come state of origin time I wear blue. Hope that doesn't offend too many people. But
it makes it for a bit of interest on state
absolutely,
of origin,
absolutely.
Right?
we usually come out worse for wear anyway at the end of it, so I don't think anyone truly minds. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time living in Victoria. Are you going to go, darling? Yes. All right, let's come back up here.
She wants to stay.
Yeah. So, but look, I've spent a lot of time over the last few years while we've got 3 children, and whilst they've been growing up, we've been around Northern Territory. We were in Brisbane for a couple of years. We've been on the island now for about 3 years, but we love it here so much that we decided we want to stay and be a part of the community and contribute something to the community as well.
So we've done a bit of a swap. Molly's decided she wants to sit with me now. So where in New South Wales were you from?
I was born in Newcastle, but we moved around a lot growing up. Lived in Sydney, then moved to Melbourne. Moved a lot around in Melbourne. I've lived over in London for a couple of years as well.
Okay, and always in hospitality?
Yeah, always. Well, for the last 20 years or so in hospitality.
Yeah.
Hospitality is such a great industry. Everyone likes to eat, everyone likes to drink, and we certainly
Ain't
do.
that
And
the truth?
yeah.
And Maggie Island has some great offerings too, doesn't it?
Yeah, there truly is, and as you mentioned before, that the island, part of the beauty is that sort of undeveloped aspect to it. But I think there's a lot that's been happening over the last couple of years. It's really helping to develop that even further, and it has such great potential to really be a significant contributor. I mean, it already is on the Townsville tourism scene, but just as a standalone offering, there's a lot of opportunity here, and the seasons are not as fluctuating as they used to be.
So Richard, tell me, so you're from New South Wales, I'm from New South Wales.
Yes.
And I've constantly heard people say that the weather up here isn't palatable.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I think, I personally, I don't think you ever adapt to any sort of certain weather, but I just think you adapt what you do to make it work. And I always thought I wasn't a fan of the really hot weather. But I only own shorts now, and and you swim in the pool, and
Well, how did you go last winter? I actually found last winter was freezing. I had 3 months of wearing tracksuits, jumpers, and I actually ended up buying a beanie.
yeah, okay.
I think there's a perception here that it's always hot, but it's not. We get a couple of weeks throughout the year where it's
Yep.
very hot,
Yep.
but so do most parts of Australia.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, I really enjoy that fluctuation in the weather there as well, because it is nice to have that variation.
Yeah, I've got sparkly stuff on my face because it's...
Yeah, okay.
There's a little hot, warm today. Today's a little humid, but still really lovely and palatable. And if you go for a swim in the ocean, it's perfect.
And we're pretty lucky with the being on the island as well. There's usually always a breeze that blows through, and for me, I find any airflow just really helps to keep the temperature a bit more controlled and comfortable.
So right now we're actually bringing out some antipasto platters for the crowd behind us. What sorts of things do you include on the platters?
So we've got chorizo in there, we've got different olives, we've got some eggplant and different vegetables that we pickle here on site ourselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we've got different baguettes that we bake on site as well, and then there's just some different cured meats that we have on there as well. So the antipasti has actually been a really popular addition to our menu. We've also got a lot of, on our tapas menu, there's a lot of little things like jalapeno poppers, and we've got arancini balls, and we've got little sliders and eggplant parmesanas. And so this is a really nice way to start a meal, and then continue it on with some other tapas and some pizza.
So the other thing, we were talking about this a little bit earlier too, the idea that the mainland often thinks they have to come here for a weekend or overnight, but that's not the case, is it? Like,
I don't think so. Yeah.
How do you think we should actually be behaving, with this glorious weather and these great opportunities for these experiences?
With the ferry, it's a bus ride, really, isn't it? It's a bus ride over water.
Really pretty bus
yeah,
ride,
absolutely.
So
20 minutes either way, and it's especially where we're located here, close to the ferry terminal as well. It does make it a very easy location to go to, and we're starting to see that a lot more. People coming across just for the night and then still heading back.
Yeah, because the ferries head back pretty late, don't they?
Yeah, particularly on a weekend. I think the last one is about 11 o'clock. So it gives everyone a chance to have a night out and enjoy.
Yeah.
We certainly do the same in reverse to go to Townsville for whenever we need to as well.
Yeah. So just to sum up, what would you say about Magnetic Island? And I guess there's some thought that, there's different schools of thought on tourism over here and how that should grow or not grow. How do you feel about that?
Look, I think that Magnetic Island is the jewel, really. I think it's such a beautiful place, and I think we're starting to realise that. There's a lot of people we've seen that through real estate growth that's been happening over the last 12 to 24 months. So I think there's other venues that are opening up here as well. I think it's a really good time for tourism here on Magnetic Island, and there's so much to explore, but it's still got that very authentic and non-commercialised sort of feel to it. So I think it's a great time for.
It would be a shame to lose that. That chill that's here is actually what makes it so special. The fact you can come here without your makeup, without your phone, without your anything.
Absolutely.
And just absolutely walk around with no shoes on and have a great time.
Yep. Yeah.
Is probably a big part of what it's about, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's and look, I don't think you could ever take that away from the island. I think that's what the island's been developed on, but you know, that doesn't mean that we can't still enhance some of the offerings that are around and continue to provide some great experiences for all the other new people that are coming to experience the island.
I'm just seeing some fantastic cocktails coming out behind us as well, so it looks like the party's about to start.
Yeah.
So Richard, thank you so much for sharing a little bit about your recent venture here and what you guys are doing. And
Great.
I guess it's a wonderful opportunity for locals, and we mean locals on the mainland in Townsville as well as
Absolutely.
locals on Maggie, to come and enjoy these great experiences. Thank you
Yeah,
again.
fantastic. Thank you for coming and see us.
Thanks.
Cheers, Josie.